stood out against the rest of the thumbnails and looked different in some way, and no text certainly helps that. Now that is all standard YouTube practice, but here are where things get a little more complicated when it comes to evergreen content. Evergreen content is often solution based in its nature, answering questions to commonly asked questions, and more often than not, those asking the question just want the answer as quick as possible, nothing else. And that can lead to a counterintuitive YouTube video strategy. On purpose, I made the video relatively short, at under 3 minutes, and showed viewers how to delete a video in the first 30 seconds of this video. All the value was up front, the rest was saved for detail and a bit of bonding with the vidIQ community. Of course, the common mantra is that watch time is the most important metric on YouTube. But what YouTube is also telling all of us more and more is to stop making videos for an algorithm and make videos for your audience. Time is one of the most valuable currencies in the world, and when a viewer spends it with you, they want value from it. I can't and will not try to fool a viewer into a 10-minute video on how to delete a YouTube video. And in this particular scenario, YouTube completely agrees with me. The second thing you need to appreciate with this strategy is that your video will almost definitely perform worse to begin with. You just need to have unshakable faith in the system. Through the vidIQ video comparison tool, we can see that the blue line that represents this video on how to delete a YouTube video underperformed against channel expectation, which is the pink line. At least to begin with, given time as the video grinded its way through the algorithm, as more and more people searched for it, clicked on it and got value from it, by the end of its first 28 days, this video was performing well above expectation for the channel. That's what a cumulative view count looks like, but the daily view count graph looks even more impressive. It is not uncommon for evergreen content to tank very quickly after its launch. It's usually not a sexy topic. A small number of people may be searching for the keyword. But the power of evergreen content is that the same number of people will likely be searching for the term tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. And if your video delivers the value the expectant audience wants, this is what can happen. Almost as many views per day as the day the video was launched. Already that video is doing pretty well, but if I'm honest with you, I expect it to do even better in the future. At the moment, YouTube are currently running both the Classic Studio and the Beta Studio. But at some point they're going to turn off that Classic Studio, which means all of those videos on the old method of how to delete a video will be obsolete. And whose video is there waiting in second place to take the top spots? Yep, it makes perfect sense now, doesn't it? So that's one evergreen piece of content up and running. But hang on, I just said that the entire YouTube Creator Studio is changing. That gives me an idea. This has been our side project throughout 2019, creating simple tutorials to do important things in the new YouTube Creator Studio. As you can see, some videos have been more successful than others, but each and every one of them is still getting views today, and fingers crossed, those should be guaranteed views for years to come. And then there is this little gem, or black sheep of a family, I haven't quite decided yet.